Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to welcome you to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Daily Recap, where we give you a recap of all of the hot topics that we covered that day. You can catch them in their long format and also catch it fully streaming for free on Apple Podcasts. Stephen Curry recently made some comments. And he was talking about the state of affairs with the Golden State Warriors. As you guys know, the Warriors are the most recent dynasty that we've seen in the NBA, right? Winning, four NBA championships, going to multiple NBA finals. Just a dynastic situation. And in the process of that, they found a way to become the most valuable NBA team and also one of the most valuable sports franchises in the entire world. So kudos to them. And with all of that success comes pedigree, comes understanding, comes a way of doing things. But usually sometimes when we're looking at Pantheon great players, top 75 guys like Stephen Curry and others, there's always this kind of need to say, well, hey, man, we want to make sure we put the best team around him every single year to give him an opportunity to compete. But then Stephen Curry recently came out and made some comments that a lot of people reacted to, where he was just basically saying that, look, I understand that the organization wants to win now, but you don't want to put yourself in a position where you end up hurting yourself down the road trying to chase success right now. That's probably unlikely. Well, these comments went viral and everyone started talking about it. They were even talking about it on ESPN First Take, basically talking about the perspective that Stephen Curry had, where he's selfless and all of that. Other stars are looking to maximize every single opportunity in terms of the years that they have with an organization to win a championship every single season. And they're not really concerned with what's going on in the future. So they were discussing this, I believe it was yesterday, yesterday on The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and his co-host Kevin. So they're talking about this. Rob Parker initially gives his initial thoughts. Then Kevin starts to talk and he gives his thoughts. Then Rob Parker just seems to start getting irritated because Kevin at one point said, I think the Lakers need LeBron. And then Rob was like, they don't need LeBron James and all of that. And then it got to a point where Rob Parker was basically saying, why does LeBron James feel like it is his birthright to win titles every single year or to be put in a position to win championships? And then got into this pretty heated conversation, which I believe is a conversation that a lot of NBA fans have amongst themselves. So I'm like, this would be something really good for us to get into here today. So what I want to do is I want to play the exchange between these gentlemen for you guys now, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what Rob Parker and his co-host Kevin had to say to one another. Take a listen to that there.
But I'm telling you that you could also, if you're the Lakers, say to LeBron, we're not giving away everybody and everything just because we hope they went and got Anthony Davis.
Right.
They're lucky that they got that bubble championship, because if they didn't get that bubble championship, my God, what a bad
right. But you're telling them what they could
this would
do.
Be of Laker basketball.
You're telling them what they could do. I'm telling you what they literally have done for 50, 60 years. This is what they've done. This is literally what they've done. Kobe rotted out too long because they're honored with their family. This is what he's part of our family. Jeannie Buss loves him. This is literally what they do, Rob. Then they faded away. Boom. Go get LeBron. Go get LeBron. Got LeBron. It's worked. They got a championship. And then, okay, it's fading. It's fading. They're going to go get the next. They're going to Anthony Edwards or something. This is what they do. And what I'm saying is the difference is when you go into business with LeBron, this is a business deal. He goes to the Heat. It's a business deal. I'm here 4 years. I'm out. Go back to Cleveland. I'm here 4 years. I'm out. Going to the Lakers.
That's not it. It's called he's just selfish, and he feels like this is the point I'm trying to make. Is Steph is not that.
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
Steph has realized, but it's not. LeBron is just selfish, and he believes there's some birthright that he has to be on a team that's vying for a championship, no matter if it's good health for the franchise long term or not. And I get it.
And that's
Jeannie
what I'm
Buss
saying about
has
the
agreed
business
to
deal.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
Has agreed to it, but that ain't the way that you have to run it, even if you're the Lakers. Because the Warriors don't have to do that. Steph Curry could act like, oh, yeah, well, they've done everything for him.
Right.
And he's still saying, you know what, I get it.
Because they have a mutual bond is my point. They have come to, this is what we've built, this is who we are. That's my point exactly with the Lakers. This is what proven to be what they've done. They are in business dealing with LeBron and all that it comes with it. They sat up here and signed his son. You don't think they're in business dealings with LeBron? His son, who you set up here, he shouldn't even been in the NBA. That proves my point that they're in a business dealing. I'm not saying they shouldn't be in the future. This is currently what they do. So what they've done is now say, we're signing LeBron. We're all in. LeBron comes and says, it's a package deal. I want the coach. I want my kind of guys.
Know how many players
I want
that they let
players.
go that they talk about a lot. Oh, LeBron don't have this. Go back. We need this, need that. Those players were here.
They ended up being good players, but that's what I'm saying. They didn't take the time to develop.
So you heard what Rob had to say. Now, this is an interesting one. The reason it's interesting is because we see this manifest itself every single year. If you've been following NBA media for the last 10 to 15 years, that has been the conversation every single year as it pertains to LeBron. Because the standpoint the media has on the situation is that LeBron is so great. And if you're not maximizing his opportunities, you are wasting his abilities and his production and all of that. When in reality, that wasn't the case for all of the other Pantheon greats. But when it comes to LeBron, there's always this thing of, we need to ensure that he has enough. We need to ensure that he has enough. And the irony in all of this is, even when LeBron has had good enough teams, there are years when he doesn't get the job done. There are years when that has happened. Look at the situation that happened in Miami. He didn't get the job done there. There are years when he's had some good Cleveland Cavaliers teams that have won 60 games, 60 plus games or whatever, and they haven't delivered on those promises. But the media is so infatuated with LeBron that they've created this narrative of, if this guy has enough help, he's going to win it all. When in the reality, that's not always the case. LeBron has a 40% winning percentage in the finals. 40%. So you're telling me you're good enough to get there, but you're not good enough to win it at all? I mean, look at the situation when they got blown out by the San Antonio Spurs by a record margin. A record margin, meaning no other NBA team had lost by a wider margin than the Miami Heat against the San Antonio Spurs. No other team had ever done that. But it always seems to be the battle cry for these people in media. Oh, LeBron doesn't have enough help. LeBron, and a lot of us out here saying, why does it always him? That wasn't the case with Kobe. Why does Kobe always need his help? Hell, I remember when Kobe had players that weren't really that good. You got to get it done, man. You got to figure it out. Let's see what you got. You say you don't want Shaq to be there. You got to figure it out. Even with MJ at a certain point when he was playing in his career, you got to figure it out. If you're this good, you got to figure it out. You got to make it happen if you're this good. But when it's LeBron, LeBron is so great, and you guys are not giving him enough help. It goes back to that same narrative, which is LeBron never has enough help. That's always where it goes back to when Rob Parker is asking himself, why does LeBron feel and his supporters and people in media that support him feel like as if it's his birthright to win every single year? There are a lot of great players in the NBA that deserve to win. Why is it only him? There have been a lot of great players in the history of the sport. Why is it only him? There have been some players in the NBA that have done things for their organizations to ensure that they have an opportunity to win. Case in point, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan has taken pay cuts, all kind of stuff to ensure that the San Antonio Spurs remained a competitive team, and he did that. And that's why they were able to win championships with players like David Robinson, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Kawhi Leonard himself. He always helped the organization be flexible financially. And I know that gets into an entire conversation where athletes, I'm not giving the organization what you. But the point is, there are people that have tried to be flexible, that have been flexible in the past. But for LeBron, it's never that. It's always like it's his right to win. Every single year we come back. Why doesn't LeBron need more help? Because it ain't his year. There are other dudes that are out there that are better teams. You can't have it your way every single year, man. So I thought it was pretty surprising that Rob Parker is doing it. And you know what? I got to say something. I'm surprised at how Rob has been going at LeBron over the last few months. It's surprising. Because in all of this, I believe Rob Parker said he has LeBron as the second or third greatest player of all time. I don't know. So I'm surprised to see him be this critical of a player he ranks so high. And it would be interesting to understand why Rob Parker ranks LeBron James so high if he has all of these feelings about him, right? All of these reservations about him. But that's a story for another day. Let's get into this topic. So this was something that was sent to me yesterday by Mitch that works with us, right? And when I saw it, I was absolutely floored. But before we even get into what he sent me, as you guys know, the hottest team in the NBA right now or the team with the best record in the NBA right now, is the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have an 87% win percentage. They are 20-2 at home. They are 14-3 on the road, and they currently have a 34-5 record. The only other team close to them right now is the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are 33-6, and they've lost 6 games to the Cavs 5 games. As things currently stand, the Cleveland Cavaliers are on pace to win 70 games. 70 games. We are already basically at the halfway point of the season. They're only about 39. 3 more games and we're going to be at the halfway point of the season. And they've only lost 5 games. And they're on their way to becoming possibly another 70-win team. So they're doing very well. Now, no one is really talking about them in the media, but they're doing very well. I recently watched a game between them and the Oklahoma City Thunder, which was, and it ain't even close, the best NBA game this season. It ain't even close. That was the best game this season. That was the most exciting basketball game where you saw teams executing at a high level from a play-to-play basis. It was incredible game of the season, right? Between themselves and the Oklahoma City Thunder in a game in which Donovan Mitchell didn't even play well. He didn't really shoot well, although he came up big at the end of that game. So in the midst of all of this, the Cavs are just going about their business, doing their thing, on their way to most likely having a historic season. So then what happens? LeBron James does a sit-down on the podcast New Heights with the Kelsey brothers. And he was there talking about a bunch of things that we're going to get to. But one of them, they were talking about the things that were the success that the Cleveland Cavaliers are experiencing this season. And then they asked LeBron James to weigh in. And in typical LeBron James fashion, he found a way to make it about himself and give credit to himself for a team he hadn't been on in 8 seasons. For those of you who didn't hear what LeBron had to say about the success that the Cleveland Cavaliers are having, take a listen to him here, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to that.
Cleveland one time, baby. Cleveland would be the only sports town to win a series 3-1 and then baseball the exact next series. Lose 3-1. We could have been on top of the world forever, man.
We could have been on top of the world forever, but it's all good. Cleveland, by the way, the Cavs look amazing right now as well. They got another opportunity.
We are rolling.
Yeah, I hope they keep it going. They got an opportunity to do something special. So, I'm glad I was able to put on first, set the trend, and hopefully we keep it going.
We go Cavs.
There you go, baby.
So you heard him. Before I even get into my thoughts and just unleash on this video, let's go to the reaction of some of the people that saw the clip. And we're looking at these comments from sideline sources. One person said, "This Jigga taking credit for a squad that came 8 years after him." Another person said, "Set the trend. What is bro talking about?" Another person said, "Bro had to make it about himself." Another one said, "This when bro pisses me off." Another person said, "Bro thanking himself for their success." Another person said, "Goodness gracious, I didn't know it was possible for people to hate somebody they don't know this much. He could say the sky is blue and y'all would all of a sudden hate the sky. Y'all really need help. This is just somebody that's just drunk off the honey. Like, it's pouring out of his eyeballs at this point. This dude, that's a total LeBron James fan. Like, didn't address anything LeBron said, just over there ready to rub his booty, like, because people said something he didn't like. Another person said, man, go on, set the trend for the Lakers. Another person said, he left them in shambles both times, set the trend, everything about him. And then one final person said, Braun, are you kidding me? That was the fan reaction. Let me give you guys my reaction. LeBron can't help himself. I believe one of the fundamental reasons why LeBron refuses to retire, and I mean this, I think LeBron is addicted to the attention that he gets. I fundamentally believe LeBron is addicted to attention. LeBron just be sitting in his house, in his mega mansion, sitting there. And he goes, man, I'm bored. I need some more attention. You know what? Let me talk about a dream I had. It's like, what? It's like, what? LeBron loves attention. And he must be at the center of all of it. You watch, whenever there's something positive that happens in another athlete's life, LeBron always finds a way to connect himself to it. I've seen it happen with with Tom Brady and so many other occasions. Something positive happens for somebody else, LeBron finds a way to attach himself to that person's wave. Always. There are countless times this has happened. And now you want to take credit for the success that the Cavs are having. He said about the trend that I said, okay, why didn't you talk about the trend when all these years the Cavs weren't doing good? What happened to the trend then? When the Cavs were failing and not doing well over the last few seasons, was that part of the trend that you said? Of course it wasn't. Of course it wasn't. It's only a trend now when they're doing well. It's unbelievable. A person that's not an egomaniac would have said, man, what those guys are doing over there is absolutely incredible. I tip my hat to them. They are doing something really special. An egomaniac would be like, man, those guys are doing something amazing. And thank God they set in the legacy that I set. What? What? Like, what are we even talking about? And I believe one of the fundamental reasons that the media is not touching this Cavs story is for this very purpose. If they give this Cavs story a lot of airtime and really start hyping up what Donovan Mitchell and Garland and Mobley and all of these guys are doing, then it will diminish what LeBron did. Not in the sense that because they still got to win the chip. But if they start giving it hype and praise and all of that, then it makes what he did not seem so popular, not seem so amazing. As a matter of fact, he just recently said his most important championship was the championship he won with the Cavs. And I agree with him from a legacy standpoint, without a doubt. That's his most important championship. But these people in the media understand this because that particular championship ties into the entire lore and the narrative and the storyline that they've woven around LeBron James. So if they start giving credit to what these guys are doing and what Donovan Mitchell is doing, it undermines that. It makes what they did seem not as special. And if this Cavalier team goes on to win 70 games and wins a championship, how are they not more impressive than anything than what they did against the Warriors? How are they not? Like, so there's that going on. And trust me, LeBron is 100% cognizant of this reality. So therefore, what he did was he had a preemptive strike. He then connected himself to the story. LeBron was perspicacious of this. 100%. He's perspicacious of all of these different things. So therefore, he did that. But to me, I think it is laughable to even say that you have anything like, bro, you ain't said no, this ain't got nothing to do with you. These are these guys out there doing the damn thing. Doing the damn thing. Give them their credit and allow them to have their moment in the sun. Look, LeBron, we've joked about this and all of this, and some people have said, oh, you need LeBron for clicks and all that, whatever you believe, okay? Whatever you believe. We need LeBron for clicks. I'm watching LeBron fans make LeBron content every single day. They're not getting no clicks, so I don't know. The point is, at a certain point, LeBron got to let some of these cats eat. He got to let somebody else eat and get the hell out the way and allow some of these other younger guys in the NBA to get some of that spotlight. Because now it's like you had your moment and you're trying to take everybody else's moment. Let somebody else eat. Let's get into today's topic. Today is going to be a massacre. Let's get into it. So as you guys know, LeBron just recently did a sit down on the New Heights podcast. Yes, the New Heights podcast with the Kelsey brothers. A lot of the clips from this podcast are going quite viral. You had clips of him talking about what happened with Cleveland, what's going on with Cleveland, playing till he's 50, I think, or reacting to some people saying he's old, a whole bunch of things. But there's a particular clip that is going viral. And I want to read the title of the video on their page. It says, I was unguardable. LeBron James on facing Michael Jordan in pickup basketball game. The title suggests that he was unguardable playing against Michael Jordan. So then I decided to click on the video to see what LeBron James himself said. And LeBron essentially paints a picture of a pickup game that took place in Chicago, where I believe he was 15 or 16 years old. And in this pickup game, you had players like Ron Artest, Michael Jordan, I think he said Jerry Stackhouse, Sam Cassell, and some other guys. And LeBron spoke about the fact how Jordan wouldn't let younger guys get on the court. So eventually LeBron then gets on the court. And he said once he got on the court, he was unguardable. And you got some of these LeBron fans out here saying, man, you see LeBron busting Jordan behind. He couldn't deal with him, blah, 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 blah. So what we want to do is we want to play the soundbite of LeBron James describing what it was like to play against Michael Jordan or play on the same court as Michael Jordan and how he was unguardable. Take a listen to LeBron James explain himself here.
There's a story about you playing in an infamous pickup game with Michael Jordan when you were 16 years old. What was it like? Is that true? Like, can you tell us how you played? Yeah.
So when I finally was able to get on the court, first of all, MJ, Antoine Walker, and the rest of those guys did not let young guys get on the court at all. And I was 16 years old. I was sophomore in high school. And it takes a while to get on the court. It's usually when the older guys, they get tired and they don't want to play no more. They like whatever. But I did. And I was able to get on the court alongside. I was on the court with Michael Jordan, Antoine Walker, Penny Hardaway, Ron Artest, Michael Finley, all these guys.
Who guarded you?
Nobody. I was unguardable. Listen, I was 16. I was high school sophomore. Baby. There's a
was 16 the baby fro?
Yep, that was the baby fro. Yeah. I was in Chicago at MJ's court. It was called Hoops. There's a clip out right now of actually Meta World Peace talking about that moment as well. Like,
I gotta check it out.
When I finally got out there, I was like, I'm busting ass, man. I was nervous. I was nervous as hell, being out there with MJ and the rest of those guys. But I'm like,
are you kidding me?
I was like, oh, I'm about to go crazy, and I did, man.
That's awesome, man.
I did.
So you heard what LeBron James had to say. So as I was listening to that, I'm like, this doesn't sound about right to me. This sounds like some clutch sport media spin going on here. And it seems like they trying to pull a fast one on everybody. And then I remembered back. One day ago, House of Highlights posted a clip on their Instagram page. In this clip, all right, it's of Kobe Bryant and LeBron James playing in the 2013, All-Star game. And they posted this clip on their page, an Instagram page, mind you, that has 52 million followers. They posted this reel or clip or whatever you want to call it of Kobe Bryant. Yes. Let me see. Yeah. This reel or clip of Kobe Bryant guarding LeBron James. And this video has, I don't know how many views it has. It has 2.5 million views of Kobe guarding LeBron. And then I thought back to that clip. I'm like, LeBron James was unguardable at 15. But I watched Kobe shutting his behind down in his prime. And I said to myself, I said, you know what? Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today we're going to do a basketball breakdown video where I'm going to walk you through the footage. We've never done this before, so this is the first time Dreamers Pro has ever done anything like this. We're going to walk you through the footage of Kobe Bryant at 34 years old, guarding a 27-year-old LeBron James when he was at the Miami Heat. I think his second to last season. And I want you guys to see Kobe Bryant shutting down LeBron physically and emotionally, to the point where he was trash talking LeBron and LeBron wouldn't even look at him. So what we want to do is I want you guys to sit back, get your popcorn ready, and watch me break down this footage of LeBron getting his ass locked that up by Kobe Bryant. So before we go any further, I want you guys to watch this breakdown of Kobe Bryant absolutely humiliating and shutting down LeBron James. Take a look at that. So Kobe is guarding LeBron. They're not switching. He's fighting under the screen. LeBron is passing it off. Nothing there. You see, I think that's Chris Bosh. Try to score. Tyson Chandler. He tries to score there. Nothing much from that. Next play. Kobe's on LeBron again. He catches it. ISO. Tries to get across the screen. Doesn't. Kobe's still on him. He can't beat him off the dribble. He pushes him to the help. Turnover. Turnover. Let's get to the next play. This is Tony Parker. Tries to get the layup on Chris Bosh between the legs. Basically embarrassing him out there. You got the bench laughing. Now look at Kobe. Look at Kobe. Let's pause the video. Look at Kobe. Kobe over here talking trash to LeBron James. LeBron ain't even looking at him. He's talking to him. And it's a psychological game with Kobe. This is a prime LeBron James. Let's keep playing the video. Let's get to the next play. LeBron brings the ball up the court. Kobe's guarding him. Not looking to score. Probably running plays. Kobe fought over the screen. He recovered. Closed him out. Passed the ball to D-Wade. D-Wade gets an easy layup. So D-Wade is scoring. He didn't score on Kobe. Kobe picks him up again. He didn't fight over the screen there. They trapped him in the corner. LeBron throws the ball out of bounds. Let's move to the next play. Now, this is all in the third. Kobe guarding LeBron James again. Picking him up. Not full court. He passes the ball. Nothing there again. Next play. He's picking him up full court. Picking him up full court. Guarding him. Staying with him. Fighting over the screen. He's stuck to his man. Can't shake Kobe. Gets back on him. He calls for another pick. That's the only way he can get Kobe off him. He fights over the screen. Boom. Turnover. Next play. Kobe picks him up at half court. Picks him up again. Tries to beat him off the dribble. Nothing. Tries to post him. Nothing. Sends him to the help. Block. Nothing. Now, at this point, Kobe talking to LeBron. He's actually talking to him, and LeBron is not talking to Kobe. He's actually talking to him. Look at him. He's following him around, pointing to the crowd. Look at that. He's pointing to people in the crowd, talking about, look at this MFO right here. Look at him. This is the dude. Let's pause the video. This is the dude that was unguardable at 15. Let's keep playing the video. This is the fourth quarter now. Look at him. Trash talking him. Melo over there loving it. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay. We're at the 4:11 mark. He picking him up again. Full court. Full court. He calls for another pick. Can't really set the pick. A screen. Boom. Kobe recovers. Back on his man. LeBron gets off the ball. This is D-Wade. Tried to do some. Melo tipped it in on the tip in. Okay, let's go to the 2:55 mark. Kobe picking up LeBron. Full court again. Full court press on him. LeBron trying to shake him, get into his bag. This non-existent bag. Tries to beat him over the screen. Boom. Blocked his shot. Blocked his shot. This is the unguardable LeBron James. Blocked his shot. And not only did he block his shot, look at this. He talking trash to him. Look at this. Look at this. Pause the video. He's like, get this MF off the court. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. This is a 34-year-old Kobe basically punking the hell out of LeBron James. Go sit that you-know-what down. Let's look at the replay. Look at that. Look at that. He beats him. Boom. Blocks the hell out of that shot. Look at LeBron. He's trying to look for a foul. He can't find one. Look at that. KD gets the easy dunk. Let's move forward. Let's go to, he's picking him up again. 2:30 mark. Picks him up. Passes it off. Kobe's following him all over the court. LeBron can't score on Kobe. He's not even looking to try to score. Melo gets the foul. Next play. Kobe picking him up full court. Tries to beat the trap. Boom. Turns the ball over. Another turnover. Blake Griffin dunk off the backboard. LeBron goes to get the ball again. 47 seconds left in the game. Look at him. Kobe is destroying this dude. They trap him. Kobe guard him all the way up the court. Blocks his shot out of bounds. Out of bounds. LeBron over here getting humiliated. Humiliated. Look at this again. Inbounds the ball again, tries to post Kobe. And I think they're going to call a foul over here because the ref tried to say, yeah, that's a foul. 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 Kobe just trying to embarrass LeBron at this point. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The freight train. Bleep. Block. Get that weak, you know what, out of here. So, yeah, this is the unguardable LeBron James. Unguardable. So you heard the breakdown. All right, y'all heard the breakdown. That footage was featuring a 34-year-old Kobe Bryant shutting down LeBron, picking him up half court, picking him up full court, fighting over screens, blocking his shot, getting in his face, cursing him out, talking to the crowd, saying this MFR can't do nothing with me, all kind of stuff. But LeBron expects us to believe that at 15 years old, he went into a pickup game and he was unguardable. And if you look at the way the Kelsey brothers titled their video, it suggests that LeBron was unguardable by Jordan. Then I went to the Ron Artest video of him talking about it that he referenced, where Ron Artest said, I think him and Jordan played on the same team. But let's get to the reality of it, of LeBron being unguardable. Now, I know some people will say, oh, man, you going to pick an all-star game to say that? You going to pick a pickup game to say that? A pickup game? A pickup game. I would love to see this footage of LeBron being unguardable. Because what I saw was a LeBron that was in his prime. I think at 27 years old, being locked up by a 34-year-old Kobe who is 3 inches shorter than him, or 2 or 3 inches shorter than him, and lighter than him. And Kobe was guarding him fantastically. You know, the Kobe that can't play defense, that Kobe, the Kobe's defense is just smoke and mirrors and, oh, it's not real. And, oh, Kobe didn't have any lateral quickness. Kobe couldn't do nothing. Kobe wasn't this. Kobe wasn't that. That's the same Kobe we talking about? Because I was watching him there. Don't make me pull up footage of Kobe Bryant guarding Dwayne Wade. You know, Kobe that can't slide his feet or nothing like that. I mean, can we be real for a second here? So I'm watching Kobe shut LeBron down. So let's go through this logically. We're going to lose a lot of LeBron fans when we get into logic. Let's process this issue logically. LeBron is saying that at the age of 15, he was unguardable in a game that featured Michael Jordan. Fantastic. LeBron gets to the NBA, I think, at the age of 18, thereabout. At the age of 18, LeBron came into the NBA in his rookie season while he was attempting 19 shots a game. 19. He averaged 21 points per game. 21 points per game. And in 2013, when he was in his prime, he was stronger, peak of his powers, he was getting shut down by Kobe in an All-Star game. So how could he have been unguardable when he was better in 2013 than when he was a rookie in a pickup game at 15 and he was unguardable? I'm lost. I'm lost. How's that possible? How's that possible? Because clearly he was better in 2013 at 27 than he was at 20, unless you're a flagrant moron to say that he wasn't. He was clearly a better player. He was in his prime. So if he was getting shut down by Kobe in his prime, how was he unguardable in a pickup game? How is this possible? Being guarded by a dude that's almost 6 to 7 years his senior. 6 to 7 years older than him. We're not talking about like a 22-year-old LeBron playing or 23-year-old LeBron playing against a 29-year-old Kobe. That would have been even more disastrous. We're talking about like, Kobe wasn't no spring chicken. That year they were calling Kobe Vino. And Kobe over here locking him up. He threw away the key. He locked him in. He just said, you ain't coming out till I'm done. And it wasn't just how Kobe guarded him. It was what he was saying to him. That's why when we reacted to it on our story, we said, this footage shows you what stats don't show you. This video got nothing to do with stats. This is what LeBron fans can't process. This is what LeBron fans who never saw Kobe play. You dudes are talking about stats, but if you're watching the game and you're looking at this footage we played for you, you can clearly see one dude getting his ass owned by another dude, and there really ain't no stats for it beyond the missed field goals. You can look at the game and seeing one guy was getting psychologically humiliated by another guy. But there's no box score for it. At the end of the game, there was no box score for Kobe punking LeBron on the court. There was none. There was none. There was none. So when LeBron fans try to come up to me, oh, you did that, it ain't never going, because I saw both of these dudes play. I saw the heart that Kobe played with. The heart, the intensity, the passion that Kobe played with, the force, the attitude, the grit. You can't compare these two guys. The leadership, the dog. They're two totally different things. Two totally different things. So, am I saying that LeBron didn't go out there and do his thing? Yeah. I'm saying it's possible he went out there and did his thing. I believe that. But all of this unguardable mess and all of that, man, y'all better stop that. Because if that's what y'all saying, you need to explain this video to me. And the only hope LeBron fans got is, well, man, it's an all-star game. So why are you over there beating your meat to some story about a pickup game? Why are you beating your meat to a story of a pickup game? Like, help me figure this out. It's a story of a pickup game. So y'all want to legitimize that, but delegitimize what I'm saying here. There must be some pushback, because you already know that dudes is in the Costco, Walmart buying up all the honey, pouring it all over their ankles, getting ready to slide up and down the floor, hollering and screaming, twerking it up all over the place, sticking to one another. Just making a mess of the entire place. Just stinking up the joint. So I had to push back on this. I had to. I'm sorry. I saw that. I think the year before when Kobe was like, he was guarding him and then he passed the ball off the dude. Kobe looking like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You can't be serious talking about the GOAT when you seeing dudes getting sunned in the finals by dudes like Jason Terry. No disrespect to Jason Terry, but they was sunning him. I never saw that happen to Jordan. I never saw nobody psychologically dominate Kobe. I never saw that. That never happened. And the only thing LeBron fans got left after this is 16-6. 16-6. Y'all know Kawhi Leonard got a better winning percentage against Kobe than against LeBron. So what that mean? Kawhi better than LeBron? Of course it doesn't. These dudes is grasping for straws or buckets of honey, whatever it is they can hold on to. And they can't because they sliding all over the place. Just sliding up all over the place. So we had to shut him down, son. Like, we had to shut him down. We had to put our goon down on him and give you guys our thoughts on this, because LeBron always trying to make up some kind of narrative and, oh, yo, I was unguardable. I was out there looking like MJ 2.0. Like, yo, son, stop. It was a rookie who was averaging 21. And you was clearly a better player in your prime. And you was getting locked up by Kobe Bryant in an all-star game. He couldn't do nothing with it. He couldn't even get off Kobe. He had to call for a pick. If there was no pick, he couldn't get past him. So, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I know we're gonna piss off a lot of people, and I don't care.